Welcome to your daily focus for July the 13th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you so much, truly, for all of the loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. You guys absolutely rock. I do send it back to you with all my love. That abundance and passion and beauty are paramount in your paths going forward. Now, July the 13th. Let's find out what the cards have to say for us, for the energy that's surrounding us. And we have the Nine of Cups. Now, this was the second card yesterday, and it's the first card today. So we had the moon yesterday telling us to go deep within, to tap into our dreams, our passions, our wishes, our desires. Today it's the first card. And we have the King of Wands, high thinking, optimism, and we have the Hanged Man. So meditation, he hasn't come up in a long time from the dailies. The Hanging Man is our third card. Now, this is finding the balance. This is understanding the balance. This is taking a step back and understanding the balance. That's three interesting cards together. Let's see what our angel card is going to be. I had one try and flip out there, but it unflipped before I could see what it was. So, it must not have been, or maybe that's the card that's going to come out. Oh, but we did have one flip. Ooh, we have 32 danger. Now, 3 plus 2 is the adventure. Okay, it's being spontaneous. It's doing things very spontaneously, and it's with danger. So we really need to think about our actions. We really need to think about our words. Even though we have beautiful cards here, this one did pop out. And I can't make this up. 18 danger. So 8 plus 1 is 9, which is our wisdom. Maybe we think we know it all. Maybe we think that we can tell other people what to do today. We can direct them in some way so it satisfies us. Because it's all about using our wisdom. It's all about using our empowerment and bringing out our wisdom through our empowerment. But there's a danger here. So we got 2 danger cards. And that's not even our card. So let's find out what our card's going to be for today. And let's keep it in the background that we had 2 danger cards. One was the 5 and one was the 9. 18 and was it 32 or 23? Renewal, 67. So we end up with renewal. Okay. Well, let's start picking up these cards and talking about them. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups is all about our abundance. The things we want in our life, the goals that we are going for, the journey that we want to take, the things that we want to come into our life, whether it be love, joy, money, a job, a partnership, stature in the community, a greater spiritual awareness, health and well-being. Those are all at the front of our consciousness today, being the first card. It's all about what we want, what we need, what we desire. And next to it is the King of Wands. So it is about having this optimism that it's ours for the taking. that we can go forward and get it. Our words are very strong today. If you're a writer, your words are very strong today, very powerful today. But if you are speaking, there is a power within your words, a power within your thoughts. And there is a great optimism here. And I think a great courage. But then we have the Hanging Man, which says, hold up a little bit here. Let's think things through. What do we really want? And the mirror keeps calling to me, and I'm wondering why the mirror keeps calling to me. Because he's not looking in the mirror. Maybe we need to look in the mirror today. Maybe we need to understand what we are truly going after. Maybe it's a little bit of yesterday's energy. Now, we do have Mercury coming into Leo. We do have Venus already in Leo. And we've got the Sun trailing behind about a week later coming in. So Leo's about to get very powerful, which means that our self-confidence raises. We dream bigger. We feel more alive. We feel more passionate. We feel more powerful. And then Venus in there is saying that we want the love. We want the beauty. We want the passion to be around us. And then Mercury comes in and gives us the voice in which to proclaim this and to convince people, to sway them our way. And so it could be bigger than life what we are actually starting to say. I don't think the details are going to be all that important to us. It's that gimme, 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 I want, I need, I must have. And so maybe there needs to be us looking in that mirror today and understanding what we truly need, what we truly desire. Maybe we need to ground ourselves a little bit more. Maybe we cannot let that optimism kind of take us away and take us off the details of our goals and our dreams and our desires. And trust me, I am all for filling ourselves with passion and love and joy and going out there and proclaiming it to the world of how beautiful we are making our lives, the lives of the people around us, the people that matter in our lives, the causes that matter in our life. But with the two danger cards, I'm a little hesitant to say that we should just embrace this energy without thinking it through, without staying grounded, without asking ourselves, do we really want that? Or are we starting to grow fantasies around our ideals? Because that would be a true danger, wouldn't it? Because it wouldn't be something that we really want to go after, or we don't think that we could get. You know, we have been working so hard lately over building our small steps, understanding realistically what we can walk into, knowing what we can go forward in and be successful in, an attempt. And so this energy may be overpowering to the point where we start to get a little unrealistic in what we are truly going after, or we're growing our dreams so big. Because I'm afraid of that bubble popping. Because I see a balloon almost, you know, the pin going in and popping that bubble on us. And so I think we really need to stay grounded. Now we have 67 renewal. 6 plus 7 is 13, which is, well, it's the 13th today, isn't that in of itself something wonderful? But 13 is a 4. So it's being grounded. It's staying grounded. And that's where the true renewal comes from. I think it's from looking in that mirror. That mirror was calling out to me. And yet he's not looking anywhere near that mirror. He may be in a state of meditation. He may be in a pause. But I almost get it as he's kind of being an acrobat there. He's performing in a circus. There's kind of a surreal surrounding about him. He's not real. We have to stay real. So as much as, I mean, we could come up with some beautiful creative energy right now. We could deal with some beautiful creative energy in growing our dreams and growing our goals, our desires of who we want to become. But at the same time, I think that we need to keep it in the back of our mind to stay grounded, to keep it real. Because that's where the true renewal comes from. It's understanding our limitations. It's understanding what is limiting us. So those are two different things. Okay? Something limiting us is giving us a fear that we can't go forward. But the flip side of things that truly do limit us is like trying to teach a fish to climb a tree. No matter how much effort we put into it, that fish will never climb the tree. So we have to stay grounded. We have to stay realistic. We have to keep our mind, our thoughts, our energy towards the true goals, the true dreams. We can't start growing them into a circus act. And that's what I'm really getting called with this card. So it's staying grounded today. Let's see what our higher intuition cards have to say. So it is all about our passions. It is all about our dreams. It is all about this optimistic feeling, higher thought. We'll be able to speak clearly about our dreams, our desires. We'll be able to write clearly about our dreams, our desires, or anything that we are passionate about, anything that we feel strongly about. But we have to stay grounded and make sure that we are not entering some kind of circus act at the end of the day. We want people to take us seriously. We want to take ourselves seriously. We want to know that the goals that we set for ourselves are attainable, that they are within our true limitations, that we're not trying to be a fish climbing a tree. And I think that's where the true renewal can come in for us, and that's where the danger can stay out. And we have eye on the prize. Is that the vulture? Looks kind of like a turkey vulture. Let's see if there's a vulture in here. The vulture. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of the misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. Well, wouldn't that be? Now, that's by Stephen Covey. One of, I can't get enough of Stephen Covey's stuff. Vulture tells you that you have waited long enough to gain the life that you want. You have spent time wasting time looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. It's now time for you to create short-term goals along with the long-term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep the vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make the effort to finish them. Completion helps to open the doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, or sparkling up your resume and sending it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for the next season. You too have to prepare your mind, body, and soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the final prize. otherwise. So it's very much about grounding ourselves, isn't it? You have waited long enough to gain the life that you want. You've spent time wasting and looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. So it is about the baby steps. It is about really looking at where we want to go, what we want to create, what we want to manifest. Now, Vulture also says that it's time to clean house on those projects that keep building up in the back, those half-finished projects, to release the baggage of yesterday so that our plate is clear, so that we can go forward in some new way. It is all about our passions. It is all about our dreams. That's stated very clearly with our first card, the Nine of Cups. And we are thinking very positively about how we can go forward. There is a strength to us today. I think the danger lies in, well, it could be like Vulture says, we spend so much time looking and seeing what everybody else has in the world. And so we want it. We want a piece of that pie. And we might not even really want that piece of pie, but the fact that somebody else has it and they look awfully happy with that piece of pie makes you want to have that piece of pie. But is that really your goal, your dream, your desire? And I think that's where we need to stay grounded and understand what we are truly going forward in. And yes, clean house maybe today on some little project that is almost done, but it's not quite done. And I can relate to that. I did my whole bathroom over, and yet there's two little pieces of trim. Really, it would take me probably 5 minutes if I could find those little pieces of trim anymore to complete the bathroom, but it's still unfinished. And most people going into that bathroom will never notice that those two little pieces of trim are missing, but I know they're missing. So it is an unfinished project. So maybe that's my job today, is to search for those two little pieces of trim and finally put them up where they belong, so the bathroom is finally finished and I can take that off my plate. But I think that today's message is a lot stronger than that. I think it's about releasing the baggage, the things that we have wished for that really doesn't belong on our path, that doesn't really take us forward in any way. When we get that prize at the end of the day, when we, does it really lift your heart up? Does it really bring in the happiness and joy that you expect it to? Or is it just something on the wish list? And I think we really need to ground ourselves today. We need to look into the mirror and make sure that we are just not doing something to impress somebody else, to look grand to somebody else, or maybe within the community. But it really brings us happiness. It really brings us joy. And we have to make sure, I think, with the renewal card, that it does bring in structure, that it does bring in security, because it does add up to the number 4. So it is about our security going forward. It is about our happiness that we are creating. And so we need to make sure that what we are going after is not a circus act. It's not something that looks nifty on the outside, but leaves us shallow on the inside, leaves us empty on the inside, leaves us unfulfilled on the inside. So take a look at your passions, your dreams, your desires, where you're going. Don't start to grow them in some fanciful way because you think it might impress somebody else. But rather look at them, and is it going to bring you happiness? Is it going to bring you joy? Is it going to bring in the security and love and abundance that you are hoping to walk into? And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.